Today we are going to be doing Yin Yoga with a focus on the stomach and spleen meridians, which essentially means through the trunk, a focus on stretching out through the trunk. So what you're going to need for today, well, you might need it, you might not, but it's good to have handy, is a blanket if you have one, kind of a thinner blanket which you can fold up and make a bit thicker if you need to, and then a yoga bolster, or if you don't have a bolster, you can also use a thicker cushion off your bed or 2 cushions as well. So go ahead and grab what you need, unroll your mat, and today we're going to start by lying on our backs. I am going to time each pose for 3 to 5 minutes, so if you look up and see me on my phone checking my timer, that's what I'm doing. So let's get started lying on your back. You can move these aside for now if you would like, or if you're chilly, use the blanket. So you're going to come to just lie on your mat, bringing your hands overhead, stretching nice and tall. Give yourself a nice big stretch. Stretch your feet out, your hands out, breathe in, and then exhale and release. And then keeping your hands overhead, just at a place that feels comfortable. If you feel a bit pinchy in the shoulders, sometimes it's nice to bring your elbows a bit wider. And all you're going to do is move your feet over to the right hand side. Leave your hips just where they are, and then move your shoulders across to the right hand side as well. So you're kind of making a C shape with your body. And then when you get there, when you get into the shape, you can just relax into it. And we're going to be here for 3 minutes. If you can, or if you would like, you can go ahead and close your eyes as well. And start to feel into your body for what happens when you make this shape. Notice where you're feeling the sensations. See if you can pinpoint the location exactly. Make a note of what the sensation is, and then also rank the intensity of it from 1 to 10. If you find that you've started off a little bit ambitiously, then you can always wiggle your feet back towards the center, wiggle your shoulders back, and just reset. What you're looking for here is an edge. So you want to find that point where you're still feeling an opening, but it's not so intense that it's unbearable, but you can definitely still feel it. And you want to just use your breath to relax into that space, into that uncomfortableness. We have 1 more minute here. If you feel like you want to go a little bit deeper as well, then you can also do that. And now slowly just find your way back to center. Bringing your feet back to center, your body back to center, and then just grab for your knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. Tuck those knees into your chest, tuck your chin as well. And then extend your legs out. And then we'll take it across to the other side. So bringing your hands overhead, and you can scoot your legs over now to the left-hand side. Scoot your legs over, and then scoot your upper body over as well. Coming into that nice C shape once again with your body. Once again, taking note of the sensations of where exactly they are, what exactly they are, and how intense they are. And in this way, you can begin to understand the differences from one side of your body to the other. You have 1 more minute here. If you would like to use this minute to adjust, feel free to. Perhaps go a little deeper if you would like, or back off a little bit, or just stay where you are. Feel for what your body needs, and then just do that. And then slowly you can start to find your way back to center with your feet, with your shoulders, and then once again reach for the knees. Give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze your knees into your chest, tuck your chin. And then you're going to roll onto your right side to find your way up. Move nice and slowly. No blood rushing to the head, making you feel a bit weird. And then you're going to find your way onto your bum. And then roll over your knees. We're coming into child's pose. And we're going to take wide knee child's pose. So you want to bring your knees towards the edges of your mat. And then you'll bring your big toes to touch behind you. So this can sometimes feel a bit much on the knees or on the hips, or sometimes actually on the feet as well if you're not that flexible through your ankles just yet. So grab a blanket or a towel, put it underneath your feet if you need to. You can also place it just behind your knees if you would like to as well, to kind of relieve the pressure there wherever you need to. And then you can come to lie flat on the floor, Or again, you can use the bolster. And then you can come to recline forward on the bolster just like this. So choose where you want to be. Remember that what we're looking for is a comfortable uncomfortableness. So recline forward onto your bolster, without your bolster, your choice. It's not a competition. Just get to where you need to be, and then you can soften down towards the ground. We'll be here for 5 minutes. Whilst taking a yin variation of child's pose, I also sometimes like to breathe a bit more deeply into my belly. So that you're kind of stretching through your trunk from the inside out. You'll notice too that every exhale will kind of soften you, and let it. You have a little over a minute here. So if you want to adjust, maybe back off a little bit, use a blanket, or go a little bit deeper, then feel free to do so. And now ever so slowly, you can begin to find your way out. And do move nice and slow. Give your body some time to reset. And you can cross your ankles, find your way onto your bottoms. Ooh, spread your legs out right in front of you. And then just take your hands and you can just tap, tap, tap away at your legs. Get the blood flowing again. Tap, 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 tap everywhere. Good job. And then take a big breath in and stretch your hands up overhead. And then drop your right hand to the floor and reach up with the left. And breathe in and reach up. And drop the left hand and reach over with the right. And then find your way back to center. So we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold now. So for this, you will most likely need your bolster or some pillows and probably your blanket as well. So you want to just bring your feet kind of as wide as feels okay on the hips. And then you can take your blanket if you would like, maybe fold it up. And then you can just place it behind you underneath your hips so that you're kind of projecting your seat forward. So you're not sitting right on it. It's just on the edge of your hips to help keep you forward. So you can place your blanket there if you find that you're rounding through the back. Bring your legs nice and wide and then take a hold of your bolster and bring it right out in front of you. So your feet are chilled. This is not an active stretch, so just let them chill out. They might fall out this way, they might fall out that way. Doesn't really matter, just to do with the position of your hips. And then you can just start to keep your chest nice and lifted as you come to fold forward over this bolster. And then you'll feel a point where you kind of stop. That's your point. That's you. So stay there. And then you can bring your hands onto your bolster and rest your forehead here. Maybe grab an extra cushion as well if you would like to put that on top. Or if you haven't used your blanket behind your bum, you can also fold it and put it on top. And again, what we're looking for is not to be too comfortable. So we're still seeking a stretch. We're still looking for the edge. And then when we find it, sit with it, breathe into it, and imagine your breath is kind of massaging it open. We're going to be here for 5 minutes. And again, at any point if you feel the need to move, try as best you can to think about why you're moving before you do, so that you do it with intention. You're about halfway through now. If you feel the need to go a little bit deeper, you can, or if you feel like you need to back off a little bit, then you can do that as well. And you have just under a minute left now. And then ever so slowly, you can start to find your way up. Remove the bolster. Bring your hands underneath your knees. Bring them back to center. Oh, you might feel a bit old in them hips. Shake your knees side to side. Cool. And then we're going to finish up with Savasana. So you have a blanket. Feel free to use it to keep yourself warm. And then I like to take the bolster and just bring it underneath my knees when it's around, when it's available. And then you can just cover yourself up with your blanket, make yourself nice and warm. Come to lie on your back and then lift up each part of your body and place it down afresh so that where you're lying, you're very non-pinchy. And then you can bring your hands by your sides with your palms facing up, or bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Tuck your chin so that your spine is nice and long. And take a moment just to walk through your body, feeling for any kind of lingering sensations. And feeling for them without judgment. So there's no need to attach a meaning to anything that you're feeling. Just feel it for what it is. And once you've acknowledged these, you can allow yourself to drop off into complete stillness. Your teeth will be slightly parted and your tongue rests on the roof of your mouth. And the corners of your eyes are soft. That space between your eyebrows is soft. Really, you're just allowing for total ease. Everything is soft and heavy. Now just begin to guide your awareness back to the present. Taking a little wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Maybe letting your head drop side to side. And then you can come to curl up on your right hand side. And then very gently find your way to seated. You can bring your hands together at your heart center. Taking a moment to really feel and acknowledge that sense of peace and ease that you just created within yourself. And to know that no matter what happens, no matter the situation, you have access to this feeling, this calm at any time. It is within you. You just have to reach out and grab it. You bring your thumbs to your foreheads. Namaste. Buddies. What? Come say bye to the people. Come say bye. Come say bye. Don't show them your bum. Put the bum down. Put the bum down. Put the bum down. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So silly.